Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. Folks, good to have you for this one, albeit with some kind of crappy news. I've been able to kind of sort through this, the rumor and the speculation about, change happening at Verizon and those kind of things. I don't think anybody should be surprised if the stuff from this article from Anam ends up being true. And I've disclosed kind of my perspectives on this and where I saw Verizon going and how things have played out for them the last couple years. Verizon has not been able to show shareholders and investors the growth that they have expected. And Verizon believes, at least from the top end, we're talking about leadership, the board of directors, the new CEO, they believe that they can be doing more. And in terms of, financially growing and returning shareholder value, and then just being a better company. And that means that they're going to have to cut. I think that is a foregone conclusion. I made videos on this, and I've heard from multiple sources at the company that this is confirmed and it's going to happen. And, for the folks that are unsure about this, just look at a couple of things. Number one, they're the lagger in the industry when it comes to growth. Number two, they're building this great network and they're not really adding customers to use it, right? And then number three, you have a new CEO who has publicly said that they need to do better. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to address the things that are very expensive at the company, which is going to be people. So rumor is that they're going to be doing layoffs November 20th. We'll see when that happens, if that happens, but I have very strong confidence that it will. And I've already given my sentiments on this before. And when it comes to, AI operations and those kind of things, they just don't want to pay as many people. Closing down stores is also being rumored. I think Verizon has the most stores nationwide. They operate a lot of their own corporate stores, not just the third-party resellers and those kind of things. But I looked through this article and I looked through all the things that were mentioned, reducing the physical footprint, reducing the employee layoffs from retail, obviously will be impacted, but I also think corporate jobs, they've cited internal leaks. I can tell you guys with confidence, there's going to be changes like this about when it comes to efficiency, when it comes to reducing operational cost. I can confirm that to you. That is going to happen. There's certain things that have to be restructured at this company that have not been lean, and they will get leaned with these moves. They will. Sometimes you hear the term, trimming the fat, if you will. Verizon has a lot of employees, and I'm sure they're all fine people. It's just casualties of war, and it's part of the business. And hopefully those people bounce back, because I don't think this is much of a question anymore at this point. Verizon has never really been a lean company. They'll get leaner with these moves. They've chosen to serve their customer with a lot of retail locations. That's about to change. They'll reduce some. I don't know how much, but they'll probably look at it from an individual basis, like, hey, this lease is running up. Foot traffic is down 50% over the last 3 years. Do we really need it? That sort of thing. I think they'll be reevaluating a lot of that stuff. And, investing heavily into the app and getting people to work through the web and doing all of their ordering and all those kind of things. A leaner company is a better company. It doesn't necessarily mean, it's good for people and their jobs, but it's better for the company, and then that's what Dan Schulman is going to do. He's brought in to lean out this company, make it more efficient. They're looking at a simple concept of revenue per employee. You look at that across the board, across the industry. That the most successful companies that are being rewarded by shareholders produce massive amounts of revenue per employee. And how do you improve that metric? Make more revenue with the same employees, and or reduce your employees, right? Because that's the most expensive asset, or liability, if you will, at a company. It's just a huge business expense. So yeah, I think a lot of these things are on deck. Let me know what you guys think about this. Drop me some comments. I haven't seen Verizon do much of this in a long time, and when they have done it, it's really been isolated and small scale. So it's probably due for a normalization compared to what AT&T and T-Mobile have done. Try me some comments. Like, share, subscribe, check out some more videos. See you guys soon on the next one.